Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of our Community Access. This week, we will tell you about the Pink Ribbon Trailblazer Fashion Show. This will be done on April 21st. Then we visit with the Regina Paul Salon, where it is changing its name. With the same story, they are having a fundraiser with a Battle of the Bands on May 15th. Then we have a brand new jewelry store in Oxford, and Terry will visit with them. And finally, it's our Dog of the Week from the Canine Rescue League, all today on our Community Access. Welcome back, the Pink Ribbon Trailblazer Fashion Show. Here's our reporter with Terry.
Hi, Bill. I'm downtown at Boulevard Boutiques, and I'm with, I guess you could call them the dynamic duo. I'm with Sue Oles, who owns Boulevard Boutique, and Pat Knopf, and they, again, are pooling their brains and their resources and the people that they know, and they are just about set for the Pink Ribbon Trailblazer fundraiser. Pat, I don't know how you do it, and it gets bigger every year. Last year, you told me you sold out?
Yes, we sold out at 187, and so we're planning on 2 more tables, and we're going to extend the runway, which I think will really add to the excitement of the and the presentation. You're right.
And so let's wind this back a little bit. You are the founder, right, of the Pink Ribbon Trailblazers, starting in 2007?
Yes. In 2007, in the fall, we got our 501c3 and from the IRS, and we have certain things that we have to abide by, our mission statement, and every year we report to the IRS with how many mammograms we've had, how many ultrasounds, how many other sometimes we will pay for educational materials, but it's a good way of knowing whether you're successful or not by the numbers that we have. And St. Joe accounts for that also with graphs and circles, and it's really quite amazing what has transpired over the years.
Well, your big heart has taught you how to be a big businesswoman. So let's talk a little bit about St. Joe's, and we'll explain what the Pink Ribbon Trailblazers is all about. St. Joe's is helping women, and you're helping women who can't afford treatment?
Yes. We pay for the mammogram, and way back when we had the idea, we had an agreement with St. Joe that each mammogram would go by Medicare guidelines. And so each mammogram is $108. And we also pay for an ultrasound if Dr. Kirby recommends that. And that's $77.12. So we're very aware of how much money we need year by year. And if we have any excess, it in turn goes to Mercy Care, which helps people in the Pontiac area.
And that's, okay, so it's not just for people who have breast cancer, but it's also for mammograms to find out if they do. Is it only for people that don't have insurance?
Correct. That's our guideline when we did our mission statement. So, but as it turns out, it seems like there's more and more people, women rather, that need our services. And one of the big reasons are when we had the downturn, a lot of the women who work full-time with insurance now are part-time and they have no insurance. So they can be they could be women with degrees that have, I've had some come through the system. And that's just the way it works now. And we more than welcome them, anyone.
And that's not just detection either. It's also if there is treatment that's necessary. St. Joe's works along with the Pink Ribbon Trailblazers, correct?
Correct. Right. They've over the years we've just become accustomed to one another, and Dr. Kirby she gives up her time. And so we'll see approximately 30 women.
So it's detection, treatment. They can get treatment should they need treatment through this program, through Dr. Kirby, and follow-up care.
Correct. We have, usually with breast cancer women, there's a 5-year follow-up care, and that's included in their treatment.
So this entire program that we've just been talking about is certainly not cheap. And I know that's where you come in. Not that you're putting the whole bill, but you have taken on this fundraising project with gusto and great zest. Last year and the year before, last year, your project was huge with the fashion show. Let's talk about the fashion show, and that's April 21st, right?
Correct. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday evening. We have lots of vendors. So at 5 o'clock when the doors open, the women will be lined up, ready to shop. 6 o'clock this year, we're having a live auction, and which great. There's a vacation package. There's tickets, Red Wing tickets, lots of neat items. And then our fashion show will be right after dinner, and it's a full dinner. So the price of the ticket is $30, and they get a lot for $30.
It's a big evening for $30, and that's at Boulder Point?
Boulder Point. Boulder Point.
And the hours are what? What time do people go?
5 o'clock, they are lined up ready to go shopping, okay? Spend money. And then we really do try to have the women out of there by 8. So they don't feel like they are dog tired at work the next day.
And let's talk a little bit. Lisi from Ellis Fashion is also involved in this. Let's talk a little bit about the models.
Okay, the models, it's just a great experience because I have done other fashion shows. These models are all cancer survivors. What a great attitude they have. They are just so thankful to be alive, to be part of it, and they're excited. And it makes a fun fashion show because the energy.
I've been there. I've been to one of them, and you're right about the energy. It's just an exciting night. You guys do a fabulous job putting the fashion show together. And Pat, I've never been in that situation, and I'm very grateful. But I want to thank you for a lot of women that have somebody to lean on. I mean, that's got to be such a maze to travel through.
It is. It's my payback is when I'm coming on Saturday when a woman comes up to me and gives me a hug and says, thank you ever so much. And that's payment enough to me. And one other story, touching story happened to me. It was the day before Mother's Day. And this woman came in, and she had her mammogram. And as it turned out, she needed to come back for an ultrasound. And she was a little worried, and we told her that we also pay for the ultrasound. And then when she got ready to leave, she gave me the biggest hug, and she said, "You gave me the best Mother's Day present I could ever have." So I got teary-eyed, and she got teary-eyed, and it's just remembrances like that that keeps me going.
Makes it hard for me to finish this interview. Thank you, ladies, both. I know that's a big project, and I want to thank both of you for all the women out there in this community that gets the opportunity to see the bright side at the end of it. Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Bill, back to you because I need to find a tissue.
Thank you.
Celebrate the Support Spring Fashion Show on April Thursday, the 21st. Next up, Regina Paul Salon is changing their name with the story. Again, is Terry.
Hi, Bill. I love spring because there's a lot of changes that go on in the spring in downtown Oxford, but these people have been making changes or plans for changes for well over a year, right? Or the last couple of years. I'm with Kim and Scott at Regina Paul's Salon, but it's not going to be Regina Paul's Salon anymore, right?
Not. It's going to be Charm and Company Salons as of May the 15th.
That's one of the changes. And can you talk a little bit about why the name change?
Yeah. We lost my mom, I'm sorry,
That's okay.
a little over a year ago. And my mom owned a salon called Charm Hairstyling, and it was downriver in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And so we are naming it in honor of her.
And Scott, tell me about some of the other changes that you two have in the works. You have a foundation going on right now, right?
That's correct. We started a nonprofit organization. It's called Embrace. The EMB is the initials of Kim's mom. So it's a nonprofit that is focused on mentorship and for the youth in the community of Lake Orion and Oxford to do prevention of suicides.
This isn't your first step. You two have been doing this for quite a while. You've been helping others, right, with the youth ministries. Talk a little bit about that, Kim.
We've been in youth ministry since we were youth, starting out in Lake Orion. And then we were in the inner city of Detroit for 13 years. And that's where we raised our kids. That's what they knew was going to church. And then I worked for 2 different churches for about almost 10 years. So, yeah.
As much as none of us like to talk about suicide, I think that that's probably what's really impelling you two forward in our area. This is becoming an issue that we've all had to deal with. So how are we going to prevent that?
The suicides have been near and dear to our hearts. We've lost students and, dealt with families that have lost students, and it's heartbreaking, obviously. It's heart-wrenching. And so we wanted to create a nonprofit that really addressed the suicides. And as we worked with students, we found out that most of the students that committed suicide didn't look troubled. They just looked like average students. And so all of our programming is based around mentorship so that we get to them far before the point of suicide and clear those things up. So, when they're at the point of suicide, they're at a point of like a common ground.
And so your program, the onus is not on you identifying maybe which child might need that mentorship. You're working hand in hand with students themselves, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're working hand in hand with the students. It's all about empowering them and help them to be effective. Our logo was created by students. All of our materials for our grand opening that's coming up and for Embrace has all been student-led, student-involved.
Okay, talk about the grand opening that's coming up. It's going to be kind of like a ribbon cutting ceremony, etc. Let's talk about that and the dates and the times and the wheres.
Well, that's the Mission Embrace fundraiser event. That's on May 15th. It's right here at Centennial Park, and it starts at 12 noon to 4 o'clock. And we have lots of fun things for family and to get together and to enjoy community together. Like Kim said, there's a cut-a-thon for the salon. The big one is Youth Battle of the Bands, where Battle of the Bands will be competing against each other to raise funds for Embrace, and we'll have some art projects in the park and some food, and it's going to be a good time.
And that starts, I'm sorry, I missed the time. It starts at what time?
12 noon.
12 noon. And you were saying that the kids came up with these events and the ideas for that, right?
Yeah, we are going to be doing some workshops, and the students have helped us design some workshops that are really going to be addressing some of the issues that young people are struggling with. So that's what we'll be offering for them to sign up that day. And yeah, there's another art piece that we didn't mention too that we're going to be doing that day that's really cool. We are working on a living garden for people that have lost people to suicide, and they'll be able to do a piece and put it in a garden, and they'll have a place to be able to go and just kind of have a memory of their student all together.
And so we as a community, besides us going and having a good time at your expense, time-wise, what can we as a community do, or individuals, what can we do to help you out?
We have sponsorships that we're looking at, restaurants that are donating 20% of their proceeds or businesses during the event. We are looking for silent auction items. We are looking for people that just want to come out and be there that day, or people that want to come on and even sign up for mentorship. Our website is embrace1.net, and we're going to start training mentors. And so, it's quite a process to go through, but we're looking for people that want to make a difference in a young people's life. And it's also, it's a faith-based organization, so it is Christian as well, and there's many facets to it.
I just want to ensure people you're not going anywhere physically. You are still going to be here in this location that you've been in for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, Regina Paul Salons has actually been here for 16 years.
Oh my gosh.
And we're not going anywhere. It's the same ones. And we have our second location in Independence Village of Waterstone as well. And so it's all us still. It's just kind of our new name and our new look and made it our own.
They're still here. Their hearts are still here and growing by the moment. So if anybody wants to volunteer or help them out, give them a call at the salon or come on in and stop and say hi. Thanks, Bill. Back to you.
Do not miss the Battle of the Bands on Sunday, May 15th. Now, Oxford has a brand new jewelry store. Again, it's Terry.
Hi, Bill. I am in a girl's favorite place. It's a new jewelry store in town. We're at J Jewelers, right? At the Mill Pond Center. And you are the owner, Amanda Davis.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What brought you to Oxford to do this?
The welcoming community, bringing our experience into the area. Everybody has been so welcoming here. We just love the area. The demographics being on M24 and exposed. That's what brought us here.
So tell us a little bit about your store. What's your history and your background in jewelry? You make it, right? You design it and make it as well?
We do make it here. My co-owner, Fred Edgar, he's the one that makes it. He is the man. Does everything here from start to finish. Repairs, custom design is our specialty. We also do the repairs in-house. So if someone has got this feeling of insecurity, having something done, we have a window behind us. He works right behind that window. They can stand there and watch him work. He loves it. He loves to be upfront with customers too and explain whatever is needed to be explained to them. I come with about 20 years of experience. He has 30 years of experience. So between the two of us, we've brought the dream to life. And here we are in Oxford.
That's a pretty big step. Good for you, and thank you for bringing it here. Laurel, tell me your role in this.
I do marketing and media, so I'm just really out there being a voice for the company, letting everyone know how awesome this place is, because it's something that I'm definitely excited about, and I want everyone to know that we're here, and we are so excited to have Oxford come in and meet us, because we've loved getting out and meeting them.
You're in a really convenient place as well. You're in between Orion and Oxford, but I know also, and you spoke about trust issues, jewelry stores tend to have people come in from out of the community. Are you finding that true?
Yeah, we do have a few people that are coming in, some customers that have followed us from our hometowns where we're from, both of us. He's from West Bloomfield and I'm from Lapeer area. So we've had customers bringing us in, from there too.
That's awesome. So if somebody wants to have a rush job, give me some kind of time frame. I know that weddings are coming up right now.
If someone comes in and needs something done immediately, if they bring it in first thing in the morning, we're here Tuesday through Saturdays. Tuesday through Friday, actually, we're here 9 till 5. Saturdays, 10 to 3. Mondays, we are here by appointment only. So if they do have a rush needed to be done, they can call. We'll come in. We'll be here for them in the morning. They can pick it up in a few hours. Normal custom stuff that we make, 2 to 3 weeks.
And Laurel, tell me, you have a website, I'm sure.
We're working on a website. We are on Facebook. Definitely please like us, because that definitely helps get our name out there. We share so much about what's going on here, everything from the process of creating the jewelry to what Fred is doing as far as carving the wax and setting the stones. We share new products that we've made, and we give people ideas, and we promote, obviously, if we have any specials going on. So it's a really great way to stay in touch with us.
Speaking of stones, I know that weddings are coming up, and people are moving away from diamonds, although they're always going to be a girl's best friend. What is the trend right now for girls looking for wedding rings, or guys, I guess?
Well, the trend right now is still the halo. That is really popular. It has little diamonds around the center stone, makes the center stone appear bigger. So that is still one of the number one that's out there.
Are there any new stones coming up that we should look for? I know that the black diamond is something big and popular right now. What else is out there?
So the chocolate diamonds, people are wanting a lot to do with the chocolate diamonds. So
what's the process for those? Are they actually
treated for the color? They're irradiated for the color. Mm-hmm.
They never wear or never fade.
It does not, but a jeweler has to know if they do bring in a stone that is treated for the color. When they add heat to it, it can withdraw the process. So the jeweler does need to know that so he can take precautions as he's working on it.
And so what do they need to know if there's any cleaning involved? Bring it into you only, or is there something they can do at home to continue? I worry about cleaning my rings all the time.
Well, you do have to be careful with certain colored stones, like your emeralds and your opals, stuff like that, of using certain things at home. People say toothpaste. Wow, what a great idea. No, it's not. Do not use toothpaste. Even, just a little bit of Dawn dish soap or a Windex, and then rinse it with some warm water. But bringing it into us is really a benefit because we'll check your prongs, make sure you're not going to lose any of your stones, and we'll get it clean for you the right way.
And Laurel, we have business expos in this community often. Do we hope to see you there?
We definitely intend to go to some of the business expos. We really want to get out there and give people an opportunity. We're trying to figure out what kind of services we could do, possibly just inspection on site to give it a quick once over, see how those prongs are holding up. And, we could do maybe some ring sizing, or if you just have an idea, you could discuss it with us and get an idea about, is that something we could do? And, what would it take to get that done for you? So, yeah, definitely.
Communication. Let them know. Education and communication. How about, can you explain the lost wax casting process? What does that entail?
When we cast an item here, so Fred carves it, we can make a cold mold of the wax, actually. Otherwise, what it does is it goes to the casting house, and they inject, and Fred's really the one to tell you the main thing of how this works. The casting house, we will be doing that here too. Right now, I do have a gentleman doing it for us, but the lost wax, the gold takes its form. It comes out into a rough casting for us. Fred has to cut the sprue off, he has to polish it, tumble it, and then he can set the stones, do a final polish on it. And we do present some of those steps on our Facebook page as to not necessarily the casting, but the wax, the carving of it, and then like Laurel said, then he shows the cleanup process and then what the final finished goods look like.
I'm really glad to hear that's not a lost art. I haven't heard about it in a long time, so I was really glad to read that on your card. That's very neat. How about watches?
We do watch repair. We don't sell the watches in store, but we do also do watch repair. Batteries in-house, we do that. We also offer for our local firefighters, police, military, and senior citizens, we offer a discount. We really appreciate what they do for us, and we want to extend that to them. So just to let you guys all know, we do that too.
Well, that's really sweet. So extend your welcome to J Jewelers. We're down here on M24 at the Mill Pond Shopping Center. Welcome to the community. I'm looking forward to coming in. And welcome. Bill, back to you. I'm going to look around.
Good job, Terry. Now it's our Dog of the Week from the K9 Rescue League.
Hi, I'm Karen. We're here today at K9 Stray Rescue in Oxford with Leia, Princess Leia, we like to call her, yes. She is a St. Bernard mix. Right now we're shedding a little bit, but I think just with a little bit of brushing, she probably would be a lot better. She's a very active dog. She'd probably do best with an active family. Yeah, say hi. Oh, yeah, oh, we don't want to go up on that table, do we? She could probably stand to gain a few pounds here. She's a little on the thin side. We've only had her for a couple of weeks here, so we're trying to work on getting her some weight added onto her. She's very sweet. Probably do good with any style family. Maybe a little more on the active side. She's fine with young kids. She might be a little boisterous, but she's probably okay. She is spayed, and as all of our dogs are either spayed or neutered when we have them. She is also up to date on her rabies and distemper shots. She was heartworm tested when she came in. She was negative, and we always give the dogs their heartworm pills while we have them here once a month. You can come and visit us. We're open every day, but Tuesday and Wednesday we're off of M24, just north of the town of Oxford. We also go to Petco on the first and third Saturdays of the month in Auburn Hills across from Great Lakes Crossings. And we go on the second and fourth Saturdays of the month to Pet Time to harvest time pet stuff. Sorry about that. I always get that name wrong. Also, we're always looking for volunteers. If you want to come and adopt a dog, that's great. But if you're not really in the really not in that mode right now, we have always looking for fosters, people that want to foster a dog. Or if you want to just come out, walk the dogs, hang out with the dogs, maybe help do some laundry, clean up the yard, we'd love to have you come. On the first Saturday of every month, we do a new volunteer orientation. It's all listed on our website. We'd love to see you guys. Anybody come. It's family orientated. Everybody can come and visit. And we're also, you know, got about between 40 and 50 dogs here. Large, small. Yep, I know. Leia's just all very curious, aren't you? Yeah. But yeah, we just, you know, we've got quite a variety of dogs here. We'd love to have, you know, you come out and visit us. Oh yeah, you want to give kisses? And how can you resist this sweet, adorable face? Just look at that. Say, who doesn't want to have a St. Bernard for the family member? All right, well listen, we hope to see you out here, and take care. Goodbye from Karen and Leia.
The Canine Rescue League again is located on 2120 Metamora Road, just a mile north of Myers. Well, that's all the time for this week. We hope you have enjoyed our program. So, for our reporter and editor, Terry Stiles, I'm Bill Service, and you have a great, great week.
Hello, I'm Dawn Medici, and this is Jeff Kines. We're with Oxford Township Parks and Recreation, and we're out at Oakwood Lake Township Park today. I'd like to share with you some of the upcoming dates to mark your calendars. This April 8th, the Spring Summer brochure will be mailed to all Village and all Oxford Village and Township residents. Please take a look at that, because we're having some great events and programs for you for the spring and the summer. A couple of things to check out is we are partnering with Aqua Swim Club this year and offering their aquatic programs through Parks and Recreation, so you can give us a call and we can get you registered for aquatics. Our Fun in the Sun camp registration will start on Monday, April the 18th, so please look for that in the brochure and check out the dates that you want to register your kids for summer camp. In addition, our seniors are playing bingo on Wednesdays and Fridays at the community center and the village offices. So come on out and play some bingo with the seniors. They'd love for you to join them. And last, the Snowman and Me contest is coming to a close. We have had a few photos submitted, so please stop in Parks and Recreation and take a look at those photos that residents have submitted and vote on your favorites, so that they will, the winner will be on the cover of the winter brochure at the end of this year. So please come on in and check those out and vote. Jeff?
Hi, we've got some exciting news. This year we're going to be putting in 18-hole disc golf. This will be where the 18th hole is roughly going to be. This is going to be a process through the spring and summer. It should take us 3 to 4 months to get it completed. It will be a tough course because it's going to be through the woods. Not a lot of open holes, but it'll be fun. It'll be a good way to get out, enjoy the park. So that's coming. A couple other features of the park. We have 2 lakes here, multiple trails that you can walk. Mountain bike, no motor vehicles, walk your dogs, a lot of things to do out here in the park. You'll see every kind of wildlife there is in the area in this park. We're back at Oakwood Lake Township Park again. We're on the east end of the park. Just give you a little update as to what you see behind us. We came in here this winter and we cleared out everything around the lake, behind the lake, and what we want to do is open this area up, possibly picnic area, some tables, a nice place to come out and spend the afternoon and look around. Thank you.